So Africa stands at a crossroads in 2025. The continent is pulsing with economic potential. Growth is projected at a steady 4.2%. Cities are expanding rapidly, embracing the digital age. Innovation is blossoming, especially in the realm of artificial intelligence. There's this palpable sense of optimism, a real belief that Africa is on the cusp of a major transformation. But yeah, challenges still cast a long shadow over this bright outlook. Debt levels are frankly alarmingly high, with many nations teetering on the brink of crisis. Inequality, it remains a persistent stain, one that's hindering progress and fueling instability. Fragile states, grappling with conflict and governance issues, threaten to derail hard-won gains. The road ahead, it's definitely fraught with obstacles, demanding careful navigation and decisive action. And yet, despite all these hurdles, Africa's resilience shines through. This is a continent well accustomed to overcoming adversity. There's a determination to forge a brighter future, one where prosperity is shared and opportunities abound. The world is watching, eager to witness the unfolding narrative of Africa's rise. Amidst this complex landscape, a new revolution is quietly taking hold: the rise of artificial intelligence. Once thought to be the domain of developed economies, AI is now rapidly gaining traction right here in Africa. Local innovators are stepping up, harnessing its power to tackle uniquely African challenges. Companies like Nigeria's Moneypoint are using AI to revolutionize financial inclusion, empowering small businesses and underserved communities. In South Africa, Lelapa AI is pioneering the use of AI in healthcare, developing tools for early disease detection and personalized medicine. And these are just a few examples of the growing AI ecosystem taking shape across the continent. From agriculture to education, transportation to entertainment, AI is poised to transform every facet of African life. This surge in AI innovation, it's really driven by a mix of factors. Africa has a young, tech-savvy population that's eager to embrace new technologies. The continent's unique challenges, like limited infrastructure and vast distances, actually create fertile ground for AI-powered solutions. And let's not forget, the relatively lower cost of labor here makes Africa an attractive destination for AI development and experimentation. Now, despite its vast potential, Africa's journey toward economic prosperity is certainly not without its obstacles. Inequality, like a stubborn weed, continues to choke off opportunity for far too many. The gap between the wealthy elite and the impoverished masses, it remains a source of tension and instability. Bridging this divide isn't just a moral imperative, it's an economic necessity. Infrastructure gaps, especially in rural areas, are holding back progress and limiting connectivity. Roads are still unpaved, electricity is unreliable, and for many, internet access is a luxury. This lack of basic infrastructure stifles economic activity, isolates communities, and perpetuates cycles of poverty. Closing these gaps is essential, absolutely essential, for unlocking Africa's full potential. The digital divide only makes things tougher. Sure, mobile phone use has skyrocketed, but access to reliable and affordable internet, that's still out of reach for a significant portion of the population. This digital disparity creates a kind of two-tiered society where some are empowered to thrive in the digital economy while others are left behind. Bridging this divide is crucial for making sure all Africans can benefit from the transformative power of technology. Despite all these challenges, Africa holds a powerful trump card: its people. With the youngest population in the world, the continent is poised to reap a major demographic dividend. This youthful energy, if properly harnessed, can become a powerful engine of economic growth and innovation. Investing in education, skills training, and entrepreneurship, that's absolutely key to unlocking the potential of this generation. And beyond its human capital, Africa is richly endowed with natural resources. From vast mineral reserves to fertile farmland, the continent has the raw materials to fuel its own development and contribute meaningfully to the global economy. If these resources are managed sustainably and transparently, they can lay the foundation for long-term prosperity. Trade agreements like the African Continental Free Trade Area, or AfCFTA, hold huge promise for fostering economic integration and boosting intra-African trade. By breaking down barriers to trade and creating a single market, AfCFTA could unlock significant economic growth and create millions of jobs across the continent. from risk to reward, unlocking growth and innovation, well, that takes more than just hope. Transforming these risks into opportunities requires a multifaceted approach. Policymakers, for starters, must prioritize investments in education, healthcare, and social safety nets. Empowering women and girls through education and economic opportunities. It's not just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. Because honestly, it unleashes a wave of talent and creativity that can really drive innovation and growth. Attracting foreign investment and promoting entrepreneurship? Yeah, those are absolutely crucial for creating jobs and boosting economic activity. Governments have got to foster a business-friendly environment, one that's rooted in transparency, accountability, and the rule of law. And corruption, which remains a persistent scourge, must be tackled head-on to restore trust and attract investment. Also, investing in digital infrastructure, especially in rural areas, is essential for bridging the digital divide and connecting communities to the global economy. That means expanding access to affordable internet, promoting digital literacy, and fostering the development of local tech ecosystems. So, as we look ahead to the year 2050, two divergent paths begin to emerge for Africa's economic future. The decisions we make today, right now, will determine which of these paths the continent ultimately takes. One of these paths leads to a future where Africa stands tall as a global leader in technology and innovation, a shining beacon of prosperity and progress. But the other path, well, it leads to a future where Africa remains stuck in poverty and dependency, consuming foreign technologies instead of creating its own destiny. Now, the path to tech leadership? It's not easy. It requires bold action and a sustained long-term commitment. That means serious investment in education, infrastructure, and innovation. It calls for visionary leadership, sound policies, and a relentless focus on empowering Africa's people. And it's not something one group can do alone. It's a collective effort. Governments, businesses, and everyday citizens must come together to build a brighter future. This future, it's not just a dream, it's within reach. Africa has the potential to become a global powerhouse in artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and other cutting-edge fields. Just imagine a future where African-developed AI solutions are transforming healthcare, education, and agriculture, not just across Africa, but across the entire world. To get on this transformative path, Africa really has to prioritize a few key areas. First and foremost, education systems need a serious revamp. They've got to prepare students for the 21st century workplace with a strong focus on STEM fields, critical thinking, and real-world problem solving. We also need to expand technical and vocational training programs so young people can gain the in-demand skills that match the needs of today's digital economy. Governments have a big role to play here too. They need to create an environment where innovation can truly flourish. That means fostering a culture of entrepreneurship, making funding more accessible, and simplifying regulations so startups and small businesses can grow. And let's not forget the importance of collaboration. Partnerships between universities, research institutions, and the private sector are absolutely essential. That's how we drive innovation and turn research into real market-ready products and services. Also, investing in digital infrastructure is just critical, especially in underserved rural areas. We've got to expand access to affordable and reliable internet, promote digital literacy, and support the growth of local tech ecosystems. Now, the alternative path, the road less traveled, well, it leads to a future where Africa doesn't seize its potential. It's a future where investment in education and infrastructure falls short, where corruption and instability continue, and where Africa becomes just another market for foreign technologies instead of a producer of its own. In that scenario, the digital divide only grows wider, inequality gets worse, and the continent's incredible human and natural resources remain mostly untapped. Africa risks being pushed further to the margins of the global economy. Its people denied the opportunities they absolutely deserve. And honestly, that's a future we just can't afford to accept. The stakes are way too high and the consequences, they're just too serious. Africa deserves so much better, and its people deserve the chance to shape their own destiny. The choices we make today, right now, will decide whether Africa rises as a global leader or falls behind. This is a defining moment for the continent. It's a time that calls for bold action and visionary leadership. The world is watching, eager to see how Africa's story unfolds. By investing in its people, embracing innovation, and building a strong culture of entrepreneurship, Africa can unlock its full potential and take its rightful place on the global stage. The future, it's still unwritten, and the power to shape it, it lies right in the hands of Africans themselves. So let's choose wisely, and let's choose hope. The time for Africa is now.